Hey guys, so this is going to be a continuation from the last video. Here we want to just calculate the standard deviation. So let's make this chart a little smaller so we can get some room to do some calculations. So the standard deviation is a measure or a kind of average of how much each data point varies from the average of all the data points. So it's we don't need to go into the details of how to actually calculate it, but luckily Excel just calculates it for us. So what we want to do is we want a standard deviation for all the years, and then we want a standard deviation for 1951 to 1980. So to do that, we'll start here and in this cell, and we just hit equals and then start typing STDEV, and that's the formula that we want to use. There's others, but we don't need to use those ones. We just want the standard deviation. So then we can come over and we'll select that first year. We actually don't want F4, we just want to start fresh. So select all of the temperature data, bring it all the way down to 2017. And when we get there, we just want 2017. We'll hit enter, and we have calculated the standard deviation for all of the years. And we want to do the same thing, equals STDEV, open parentheses, and we just want to select 1951 to 1980. So I'll scroll down, find 1951, select it, and we'll drag down to 1980 right there. Hit enter, and so you can see the standard deviation, or the amount of variation in the temperature for all of the years, is pretty big. We get a standard deviation of about 0.6, whereas for the middle of the century we get a standard deviation of 0.2, meaning that the temperatures are more tightly connected, or not as spread around the average of the middle of the century, as opposed to being more spread around the average of all the years. So what we can do is we can actually change the number of decimal places that we see. So right here there's random numbers of decimal places. If we select it, we can come right here under number on the home tab, and we can change the number of decimal places that we see. So we can decrease it to just 2 decimal places, and do the same here for 1951 to 1980. We can decrease the decimal places so we get nice round numbers, a lot easier to see and manage. So that's the video for standard deviation.